So we got some interesting news regarding the Marathon closed alpha on Friday. It was something that I was not exactly expecting, but is actually good that they're doing this, in my opinion, based on the feedback that everybody has had over the last couple of days regarding the gameplay reveal. And if you want to see what those are, if you're not caught up to speed, make sure to check out my last video where I kind of described some of the issues that I am seeing with the game. But I am hopeful, and I'm hoping that this may be able to turn people's opinions around for the better, and that this may actually positively increase the interest in Marathon. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. Long story short, they are dropping the NDA. That is the non-disclosure agreement that everybody had to sign while signing up for the alpha. They are dropping it. Now, this is a good idea in my opinion, because then people will actually get to see the game being played and talk about their opinions and experiences. It seems like Bungie is confident enough in their game that people talking about the game, even in its current state, will hopefully generate some more hype for the game. But they do have more to say here, so I'm going to go ahead and read the full post so we can clarify what exactly they're trying to accomplish with this change. All right, so the Marathon closed alpha update. What is in the alpha? What is not, and dropping the NDA. All right, let's take a look here. So we'd like to start this update with a big thank you to everyone that has joined us in the Marathon community or signed up for the alpha since our reveal showcase last weekend. As developers, we believe community feedback and dialogue is essential to make the best version of Marathon. Up until now, the feedback has come from closed playtest sessions, and in the spirit of building towards that future, we've decided to remove the NDA from our closed alpha test. Everyone can share their thoughts, feedback, and footage, including streaming on April 23rd. So that's going to be huge. There's going to be a lot of people that are streaming and making videos, giving their opinions. So people are going to be able to create content based on their experience in the alpha. Great marketing material if it is successful and people are genuinely having good receptions towards the game. Think about the breaking of the NDA for the most recent Battlefield gameplay. That generated so much hype for people, especially because we haven't seen good things out of the Battlefield team for quite some time now. And so hopefully this will inject some positivity and good press going forward for this game, because people actually start to understand what it is about this game that people are going to want to play. And that was what I was talking about in my last video. We really need that wow factor from Marathon. And yes, it's very cool. Yes, I'm very excited to play the game, but they never showed the wow factor. I keep hearing things from content creators about there's these maps and these things that they did that they couldn't expand on, and that's supposed to be what really excites you about Marathon. But here's the thing, none of us have seen anything even close to seeing or knowing what that's about. There's a lot of people that are like, I can't believe it till I see it, and we're stuck in that loop of, well, just based on what they've shown, I'm not excited, and rightfully so. So, you know, hopefully we'll see something out of this alpha. Maybe people will start to show like, hey, this game, it has potential, just, you know, give them a chance. So, all right, let's continue here. How do we define closed alpha? This is a true closed technical test of Marathon. What that means is that you'll be playing an incomplete version of the game. Our primary goal is to test two things: technical capabilities and our moment-to-moment gameplay loop. We plan to break stuff. Alpha is a curated, limited slice of systems and content. We welcome feedback across the board, but the areas that we are most keen to hear from your thoughts are on weapons and gunplay, maps and survival gameplay, runners including kits and build crafting, early game progression including factions, contracts, and faction upgrades, PvP engagements against other runners, PvE engagements against AI combatants. It's important to note that the alpha is not the complete game. It does not include final visuals and graphics, including animations and lighting, full and polished UI, all of the runners, all zones, including the Marathon ship, pinnacle and endgame content, all weapons, items, consumables, implants, cores, and mods, all factions and upgrades, long-term progressions and systems, complete narrative and storytelling systems, and final shipping content, ranked play, final balance, and we'll be hosting a developer Q&A streams and jumping in with other creators all next week. See you on Tau Ceti 4. So, I mean, as you can see it right there, it's pretty basic stuff. We understand that if it's an alpha, it's going to be a slice or piece of the game that That is very common for all alphas. I don't think I've ever played an alpha where all of the content has been available. Even in closed NDA situations, they always only give you part of the game or a small section because they want to make sure that nothing gets out. Especially even if you're signing an NDA, there are leaks that happen, and so they only give you part of the game to test because they're just trying to make sure that that part of the game works and it can be translated to other parts of the game. So we understand that, but obviously it needs to be said out loud. And if you're participating in the alpha, go in with that expectation. That is how all alphas are. You aren't going to be expecting to have the entire game. You're just going to get a taste of what it could potentially be. You got to look for the potential. You got to find out if some of the systems suck or if they could be improved on. And remember, things can be changed. We've got quite a few months between now and the release date for the game. And if it's something that isn't key to the core function of the game, it can be changed very easily. You know, it's really going to depend on what problems we're seeing, but if the game runs well, that's a good sign. At least the game is fundamentally there. Maybe we just need to change some of the parameters about stuff. The importance of dialogue. Keeping an open dialogue is a crucial part of the alpha and beyond. We've been tracking several topics since the reveal, and we're looking forward to seeing and hearing your feedback as you play the alpha. After the closed test ends, we'll be summarizing the major things we heard, our thoughts, and what comes next. If you haven't already, make sure to hop in the Discord and sign up for the alpha for your chance to play. And if you're outside of NA, we'll have an additional opportunity for you to play Marathon before the release this year. We are still in the process of configuring our global data centers, and they aren't ready for large-scale public testing yet. In the meantime, Traxxas sends regards. So yeah, it's going to be primarily focused on NA, so sorry for you EU folks. But here's the thing, I have not yet gotten my email, and I signed up for this game years ago when they first were looking for people to be interested in their game. So I have still not gotten anything. I again signed up for the alpha through Discord. I had signed up on their website as soon as I could. I've done all the things. I've done all the creator things. I still don't even have access to this game. So wish me luck. I would love to be able to make content during this alpha period. So, you know, if any of you guys got in and you have an extra code, you want to help a brother out, feel free to reach out to me. You can reach out to me on Twitter, Instagram, wherever on my socials. And I would love to grab a code and try this game out. But if not, unfortunately, I'll have to do what we've been doing, and we'll just make content based on things we're seeing from other people. But cross our fingers, we do get into this so that I have the ability to make more content for you guys. I mean, that was all I really wanted to talk about. I mean, it is good to see. I am hoping that they will listen to people based on feedback from this alpha. If you got in the alpha, please leave your feedback. They need that feedback so that we can hopefully make this game the best that it can possibly be. And if it's not going to be me because I can't get into it, you know, it's got to be you. Yeah, I mean, I was kind of shocked by this news. I guess we're going to get a lot more information on Marathon in a very short amount of time. So looking forward to that. There will be plenty more videos coming up. We still have to get into like classes and stuff. So it seems like we're getting a ton of Marathon information as the days go on. And honestly, I can't keep up. I've got a full-time job, so I'm not always able to make content, but when I do, you'll get it as soon as I can get it out. Thank you so much for watching this one. If you want to see more Marathon content, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I hope everybody has a great rest of your day. Enjoy the alpha, y'all. Good luck, runners. Peace.